Hello, my name is Andrea and you are watching Just a Recruiter, the motivational show for job seekers. And on today's episode, I would like to share some insight about rejecting, or if want to call it differently, like redirecting candidates. I can give you a little bit of insight. What does it feel like on the other side? And maybe some tips for the future if you were in this position again when you are rejected or redirected. Maybe what's the best way to react, or what's the best thing to do after that. So I love my job, I really do like it, but I don't like to reject candidates, right? And I needed to let a good few people know today that unfortunately they were not successful with their job application. So yes, I redirected them into a different, road during their professional career. And I have to tell you that they've taken it extremely well. Sometimes, obviously, I have spoken to candidates during my career who didn't really take well, but the candidate I've spoken to this week, they really took it on board. We had a nice 15-minute conversation, talking about the experience, how they felt. They appreciated, I listened. They were extremely disappointed. And nobody would blame anybody to be disappointed when you are told that you're not successful after so many rounds of interviewing for a job that you would really, really love to get. But the professional reaction, understanding, the company's viewpoint, especially if you are given some sort of feedback, that's a completely different cup of tea. But legally, companies are not obliged to give you detailed feedback, and some of the recruiters are, not going to go down on that route. I think it's very useful, and if it's possible, I really, really make the effort to give them some constructive feedback if I can, and if I have that information from the hiring manager. But sometimes I don't, so I don't want to make it up, just to say something. So it is extremely important that during the whole process, this relationship between yourself and the recruiter is kept at the professional level. And although you are, absolutely free to express your disappointment, keep it professional, because you never know in the future when you will meet that recruiter again and what level. And it easily can happen that the recruiter will call you back with another opportunity. I did call candidates back who I rejected first, and there was an opportunity a couple of months later or even a year down the road, and I remember that we had a nice conversation and the candidate was extremely strong, but that point in time that wasn't a good match, and I hired them for that company in the later stage. So don't give up. It doesn't mean that you're not good. In fact, those candidates I rejected, just in the last couple of weeks, actually, two of them were extremely good, extremely strong. But that time, that was not what the manager was looking for. And I completely understand. Even if, you are still on a job, you still have a job, but you might not like your job that much any longer, or you have maybe a conflict with your manager and you really want to get out of that situation and environment. Or you could have just been made redundant, you could have just lost your job, and you really, really need an income, and you really, really need a job. So I completely feel you. But stressing about that or forcing yourself to worry and be fearful of what's going to happen in the future is not going to do you any good. So think about how can you use the misfortunate situation, being rejected or redirected, into something good, into something productive, something beneficial. The best way to cheer yourself up is to cheer somebody else's up. So think about it. Everybody has some sort of hidden skills or hidden talents. What's your hidden skills or hidden talents? Is it something you could find? Is it something maybe you can cherish and maybe develop? It would be great to give you a little bit of a distraction to release your energy and tension. You might be able to help people build your network. By the way, you are not alone. So if you need help, just reach out to the people around you. Start networking again, LinkedIn or email during the circumstances when we might not be able to meet up face to face. Just do reach out your immediate family, friends, but your extended network as well. People generally open to listen and open to help each other. So please absolutely do, by all means, and feel that you are not alone. And if you, for whatever reason, you don't have those immediate friends and family network or the extended LinkedIn network, there are professional coaches, career coaches, and advisors, as well as therapists. I find very, very useful, what they can offer as well. So think about that. Absolutely feel the support network around you, and hopefully whatever pain and misery might feel right now could be turned into something good, something productive, something positive, that you will feel good about yourself. And yes, keep the focus, keep applying, work on your CV, work on your skills, and do everything what you can. But at the end of the day, you have to be mentally positive in order to be successful. So let me know if you have ever managed to turn a lemon into lemonade. And if you could, maybe we can encourage each other, and give support to each other within even this group, how to do it. Thanks for listening. I wish you the very, very best of luck, and don't give it up. You are great. Bye.